Hi, today is July 19th, 2026, and here are my poems for the day. The first one is poem number 1110 for the year, Canadian Wildfire Sun. The wildfires to the north sent smoky air our way, and on Thursday the sun was a defiant, ominous, bright and frightening blood orange. I quickly went inside to escape the poisonous air and tried not to think about the future. Poem number 1111, it's a song, the Ballad of Embryo Joe. There once was a soul who wasn't even a fetus. No, I'm not talking about Clem or Cletus, not even the size of a jelly bean. You know, this here's the ballad of Embryo Joe. He didn't have a job because he wasn't fully formed, but the hearts of his mother and his father he warmed. He was beloved even before his mother started to show that she was carrying you-know-who, Embryo Joe. He never rode a wild Mustang from town to town, never joined the army, never became a rodeo clown. And the reason why he didn't do these things, you must certainly know, was because Embryo Joe was just an embryo. Perhaps it is silly to write a song about someone whose existence isn't very long, but here it is, and there you go, the Ballad of Embryo Joe. Poem number 1112, Primal. Sometimes when I'm eating with cutlery and napkins and putting Grey Poupon on shit, I get this urge to go primal, to grab something in my bare hands and sink my teeth in it. Not like a live animal or a dead animal. I guess I mean like crawling around in a vegetable garden and going to town on some beets and corn and weed and shit like that, and growl as my hands tear off the husks or pull the shit out of the ground and eat it like I'm a fucking animal, which I am. I am a goddamn fucking animal, and once in a while I feel like acting like one. I mean, as long as nobody gets hurt. Poem number 1113, Liminal. Liminal is one of those snooty words that sounds like it means something deep, but it just means threshold or between two spaces. There are plenty of words for that, so I'm immediately suspicious of anyone who uses the word liminal or who speaks of a liminal space. And I'm not just suspicious, I'm judgmental and a little offended and maybe even disgusted. No, there's no maybe even. There's no liminal space that I am in between disgusted and not disgusted. I'm disgusted. But if you use that word or that phrase, I won't say anything. I will think and feel and judge, but I won't say anything. Poem number 1114, Subliminal. Subliminal, on the other hand, is a perfectly cromulent word because everybody knows what it means. It's this insistence on using a word that has recently come into vogue and that many people don't know that makes me feel that sometimes the word is used precisely because other people don't know what it means. Then one has to ask oneself whether the word is being used to communicate anything other than the speaker's perceived superiority over the listeners. That's what makes me suspicious and judgmental and makes me want to throw a brick. Although that desire to throw a brick might be merely subliminal, it is there and it is real. Poem number 1115, Cromulent. Okay, but couldn't the same thing be said of the word cromulent? I'm going to say no, because cromulent is a fun word from The Simpsons, whereas liminal is from academia, and in my view, that is a perfectly cromulent distinction. Last poem of the day, poem number 1116, Before the Miracle. There are days when 3 or 4 really good poems emerge, and I feel like I'm onto something and that it makes sense to keep going, and I might even think that I'm getting better at this sort of thing, and that it would be a goddamn shame if I were to give it up, because one day I might come up with something truly spectacular, so I shouldn't quit before the miracle, but today is not one of those days. All right, that's it. Thank you. I appreciate you.